So what's up guys, Faber here and welcome to Shades of Tech. And if you watch me for a while, you probably know what one of my biggest dreams is. And this dream is to expand my studio desk setup from my iMac 27-inch to one or possibly two external displays running 4K 3840 by 2160 at 60 Hz. Reason number one for this channel: I make a lot of editing, and even though the 27-inch iMac has a huge screen, the really big problem are pixels, because I want to upgrade the quality of my channel to 4K, and often I will have to downscale the picture depth preview in Final Cut Pro and then have to work on only one screen. And it will be great to have a full 4K preview of the video on one monitor, and then all the timeline, all the stuff, all the effects, all the clips on other one, or possibly a third one with all the external research, the web, YouTube. So it will be really nice. And reason number two, I have a pretty big news, because in late 2018 I am 90% sure that I will move this studio setup in another place. I will give you all the information when it's time, but it will give me a very big space to create my desk setup, maybe 3 meters of desk, and so there will be a lot of room for external displays. Well, where is the catch? The catch is that I'm not even sure if I can make this. So with my iMac that you can see there, that is a 27-inch late 2013. I don't know if it's possible to run one or two external displays at 4K 3840 by 2160 resolution at 60 Hz. Because the frame rate is really one of the most important things beyond the resolution, because if you have 30 Hz on a monitor, you will see all the clips really choppy, really slow down. It's like from recording videos on 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second. You will see a really lot of difference, and especially if you are editing, you will see the mouse going like this instead of a really smooth transition. So it's better to have a lower resolution but a higher refresh rate than a really high resolution and really choppy frame rate. And according to the specification of my iMac, it's a 3.2 GHz Intel Core i5 quad-core, 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM. It can support simultaneously the resolution on the screen and then up to 30 inches 2560 by 1600 pixel. So according to this paper, it can connect to 4K. Anyway, in another paper, always by Apple, I will leave the link of these two documents in the description if you want to get more information. Anyway, it's specifically told that the iMac 27-inch late 2013 can connect to single stream transport SST. I don't know what that means, because I made some research and I couldn't find anywhere if a monitor is single stream transport or multi-stream transport. Anyway, it should work. So what I did is call multiple times the Apple Store center, the call center, and they always told me that if it was written there, it was true, but they couldn't write me down because they were not sure, basically. And so they told me to go to the Genius Apple Store, because they will work with the hardware more than the software. So I went, I asked, and they told me they were not sure, and they were really kind, and they decided with me to make a really interesting thing, which is the topic of this video. They told me, if you bring me your iMac, we can try with our LG Ultrafine displays, so we will know this for sure. So I'm really excited about this. They are pretty expensive, I know, but they are also really beautiful with the USB-C ports, and they have 4 USB-C ports. And so I'd like really much to try all these display. If I can fit 2 4K displays on my iMac, we will see. I really don't know, guys, if I will be able to make some videos or photos inside the Apple Store. I will try, and anyway I will report all the conclusion that I get. So we'll try to answer 3 questions. Can my iMac handle one 4K display at 60 Hz? Can my iMac handle 2 4K displays at 60 Hz? Number 3. Can my Mac handle one 5K display at 60 Hz? So it's time to pack this beast. Let's go!
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must.
Okay, so I'm here. I'm super late, I'm super excited, and let's see what they tell us. I just have to find some mean of transportation for this big boy. Okay guys, I'm back. We made some tests. I have some good and some bad news. I have mixed feeling about this, and be sure to watch until the end of this video because I have something really beautiful to show you, and here is why. Let's go! So the first thing we did was to connect my iMac to a LG 4K display. We used the USB-C to Thunderbolt cable and we connected. We restarted the Mac and it turned on. It was really nice. Then we tried to connect a second 4K LG display. So 2 displays at the same time. And it worked too. So this was really nice. And then I gently asked, because we were there, the LG 5K displays were basically there. So I asked them, can we try also the 5K display? And they agreed. So again we connected one 5K LG Ultrafine display and we restarted the Mac. This was a quite critical moment, but in the end it turned on. This moment was epic. And so the last but not least thing, I tried to connect a second LG 5K display and both of them turned on. So I was able to go with my desktop from the left to the right with 3 monitors hooked up at the same time. At this moment it was really glorious. So this was a pretty huge news, because as far as I knew I could connect only one external display to my iMac. And now I discovered that I could connect 2 at the same time, not only mirroring but also extending the desktop. So this is a really important thing to keep in mind. But obviously there is a big catch, a big but, because you are able to connect all of these devices, but the catch is the resolution, because you will never be able to get 4K or 5K resolution. Of course you will be able to use all the pixels on the monitor. So if you have a 5K display you will use all the pixels. But the output of your iMac will be always a resolution of 2560 by 1600 pixels at 60 Hz. So it's really important that we get the 60 Hz, but the resolution is limited to something between Full HD and 4K. I think it's almost a 2K resolution. So this is a really big catch. But it's also really nice that you could be able to connect 2 5K LG displays with 5K resolution to your old Mac. And maybe one day if you will change your Mac with a 5K display, you will be able to output full 5K resolution to all of 3. So this is a really thing to keep in mind. Anyway, there is a tool which is called SwitchRes Pro that lets you go beyond the limit of Apple in resolution and refresh rate. So if I will be able to realize my dream to connect to 4K display, I will be able to show you if it's possible to upscale the resolution. This is not a big problem. The problem is that all your contents will be upscaled about 2 times. Anyway, let's go to the conclusion. Okay guys, that was it. I hope I wasn't too long, but I really needed this time to explain because I had a lot of things to tell you. So what we learned today is that if you have a late 2013 iMac, you can connect up to 2 external displays at a resolution of 2560 by 1600 pixels at 60 Hz. So no 4K, no 60 Hz 4K. Of course there are some tools that I would really much like to try to test for you guys that let you go beyond the resolution imposed by Apple, but right now the LG 5K displays are too expensive for me. So LG, if you're watching this video, consider sponsoring me, because I think that you guys will be really interested in seeing this video. So if you do, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section and be sure to go iPhone 10 on the subscribe button. So, very good Apple, because we learned that you made 2 mistakes on 2 different papers. I know that late 2013 is an old iMac, but if you write something you should verify this before. Because if you write me down that I can connect a 4K display at 60 Hz and then it's not true, you know, I get really hungry, and I think you guys get hungry too. So thanks so much for watching, and as always I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!